Oh, sorry. Hi guys, I've got my dog here with me, so yeah. Today I'd like to talk about, well, for the next couple of videos, I'd like to talk about the doctors. So facts about the doctors. How you doing, Molly? Molly, do you want to see the camera? Want to see the camera? Molly, who's this? Who's that? No, not that there. Here, look, Molly. Molly, Defo. Oi. Doing? Are you ignoring me? Look. Who's here? What's this? Come here. Look, here he is. No, not to me, the camera. Don't look at me. Ah! Alright, you can get off now. I just wanted to show you to the camera. So basically, I wanted to talk about the doctors, a little bit of facts about the doctors, a little bit of facts. As we all know, the first Doctor is played by William Hartnell, and in the the five Doctors, it is played by his son. Is it Bill Hartnell or something like that, or Bill Hartnell, something like that? I'm sorry, or no, it wasn't played by his family. I don't think something like Hartnell. It's another name like Hartnell, anyways. He ruled as the Doctor. Let's say he ruled between 1963 to 1965. Is that right? No, 66. Sorry, 1963 to 1966, because then that's when the second Doctor reigned. Blah blah blah. He was the first Doctor to face the Daleks. He was the first Doctor in his final episode, which he had the first regeneration, to face the Cybermen. He had, I think, he had a companion. He had a granddaughter called Susan. He had a companion called Ian. Barbara. What's her name? Oh, I've forgot the freaking names. So that was for three are easy. What's her name? Has another girl companion, one called Dido, whatever her name is. Is it a Dido or whatever? That's how she's saying. They're all extinct. I think does she get extinct or does she leave? I'm not sure, because I don't listen to any audio. So basically, I'm gonna do this in months, but I'm catching up at the moment. Because I have nothing to do today, and I thought, wow, I could do this over months. But at the moment, I'm gonna catch up, and because it's May, I will catch up to the fifth Doctor, and then the sixth Doctor next month. But I will do the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and then sixth next month. But I will do the first one now. So I'm just saying. The first Doctor had a crowbar, unlike any other Doctor. I think, anyways. Actually, no. So, yeah, well, yeah, more like, I think the 11th Doctor had something like, well, I think the 11th Doctor had a cane, which he had in Let's Kill Hitler. Anyways, yeah, he looks more like a granddad, and he is a granddad because his granddaughter was it, I suppose. Not his real granddaughter. Let's talk about his companions again. So he had Susan, he had Barbara, he had Chesterton, he had Stephen right at the end, near the end. He had someone called Dido, someone called Kingston, but I'm not sure you can call her a companion because she gets killed off. But the Daleks, I think she gets killed off. Or anyway, she's in a couple of episodes, and I think she's killed off. I think this, yeah. There was another companion who I don't know. There were how many companions? I don't know if you count them as companions. 3. That girl who was in Rescue. I don't know her name. I can't remember her name. Dido. So that's 5. Steve. Just trying to think. I'm not forgetting anyone. Ben and Zoe at the end. And there was one other. So I think there was about 8 or 9 and I don't know if you count that Kingston girl. I did count her, so that's 8 or 9. I don't know if you count her. Yeah, so the first Doctor had those guys. If you ask me which monster I like to come back from the first Doctor, that would be easy. That would be probably War Machine. I'd like to see probably the War Machines come back. That would be a very interesting story, I think, with the War Machines coming back. I suppose they could do a new insect one with the giants. That could be easy. Another giant one. There weren't really no monsters in that except from us being the only monster. That they'd have had to figure out how to become big again and solve a crime. But I must say, first Doctor era, good start. I mean, when I watched it, the first one, because I watched it all once, all the first Doctor ones, and I thought, yeah, it's alright. And then I've watched it again, I thought it was good. I mean, I didn't have all of them, but I mean, I've watched some of the first, and I was like, alright, it's alright. And then I watched them all, because I've got all the first ones which are out now. And I thought, yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, it's good now. As I say, I have none on CD or audio, so I have no idea. Like the Dark's Master Plan or what other one is there? Dark's Master Plan, or is it Mission Unknown? Mission Unknown, Dark's Mission Unknown, or something like that. So basically, yeah. As we know, the first Doctor has to regenerate into Patrick Troughton at the end of the episode, so they have a big send-off for him, and they have the first ever he had his first ever Cyberman encounter, which was in fact called the 10th planet, because there was a 10th planet in the sky. That's a good reason why you call it 10th planet, and the 10th planet of the Cybermen was called Mondas. Yeah, the Darks were in the second ever episode of the of the of the series. Then the first one was, I think, the Vikings or something like that, something to do with Vikings or something like that. What else was I going to say? I don't think there's anything else I'd like to say about the first Doctor. Oh, the first Doctor's TARDIS, it's it's the same as the 11th Doctor's TARDIS, but I think probably the 11th Doctor's TARDIS is more painted, and you can notice, I mean not inside, I mean outside, and you notice, the ambulance, they just add that back on, but they add it on, and I think the second Doctor painted over it. That's on. Got this today. Not today, I mean yesterday, so I'll just look through here what else, if there's anything else I want to add to it. oh, a couple of, because the first Doctor has a lot of missing episodes. This one, Galaxy 4, a couple of their episodes have been found, which is very good, I think. As we know, the 10th Planet is coming out on DVD soon, and whenever that will be, I think it will be autumn time, maybe December time, and it will have, I'm sad to say, a fourth the fourth episode animated, and they have not found that one yet, but I suppose they could have done it now. I think there are clips of the fourth one which are still available. I don't think it's fully gone. I think there are clips, but I don't think they want to bring it back unless they have the full thing. So the first Doctor was also in the what's it called? The Three Doctors. He was trapped in a basic hammock somewhere the Omega was holding him back, and he wanted to help, but he didn't really do much. Yeah. So basically, the first monsters, the Daleks, sorry, Unit, and the Cybermen were in this, in his stories. Also, may I say, what's his name? Where is he? He's not here. The Time Landler was a major fact that it would really it was a major fact because it would help in future episodes to figure out, not figure out, but to decide what the time meddler was, because he was similar to the Doctor, and he was a Time Lord as the Doctor was. So that really was interesting that the Time Meddler was one of the Doctor's race. Oh, as you know, today we have the Ood. In this first Doctor era, we had Sense-Rights. I have watched the Sense-Rights, and I must say, it's kind of reminded me of the Ood. It did kind of remind me of the Ood, but there was slow, dark, a bit boring moments in it, in the Sense-Rights, but I thought it was a really good episode. I really like the Sense-Rights. Good episode. It was a bit boring at points, but still good. La 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 la. I think that could be it. Oh, this is what controlled. This is the thing what controlled the war machines. Wotan. Wotan? Wotan was a computer intelligence developed developed by man to the World Technology Network. It became central and tried to take over Earth using war machines. It could also hypnotize humans and was housed at the top of the BT Tower in London. So that's what that was. So yeah, guys, that was about the first Doctor. The second Doctor, well, I will do a video about him, but in a future update, well, not update, in the future video, I'll do a video about him. Um, yeah. So I'd just like to say, guys, very, blah blah blah. I'm talking gibberish again. Very thank you very much for watching my videos. Goodbye and see you later.